You're doing the assumption. Oh. Do you want to cheers? Guys, we're gonna cheers. Welcome back to part 2. So guys, I'm sure you saw with part 1 that I put the recipe below. I do really encourage you guys to go to the website as well, just to check out all the other recipes there. Really do support Wayan's brother. His name is Made, meaning that he's the middle brother. But we also had asked assumptions about BALI are
interesting responses.
Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't you guys give Mpho assumptions? That time when she was in BALI, you were DMing her like crazy.
So why do you guys only want me to give you answers when you want the answers, but when I ask the questions, you don't respond? What the funnian is that?
What
Funnian.
Yes. What the gujong that we just made is that, oh no friend, wait, this is gonna be like a mini mukbang because we're actually gonna eat the food that we just made. Give me a second. These are the corn fried dumplings that we just made. If you're trying the recipe at home, this is more or less what it should look like. Let's hope it tastes as good as it did in BALI.
I hope it does.
Me too. How does it taste?
It actually takes me back to BALI. This is authentic, guys. This is really.
Does it really taste good?
It's like BALI. It tastes like BALI. Follow the recipe. Do it. This is really nice.
I got all of your assumptions. Thank you so much. I really wrote them down. We really are going to get through with them. Mpho's just adding a few that she received on her pages. Remember, I will add her pages onto the video. She also is obviously on the social pages. She also has her own separate traveling page as well.
Thank you to everybody who responded. Appreciate it. Even the ones that just looked at BALI, that means you don't want to go to BALI, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's cool.
There is something wrong with that, because part of, I think, one of the questions that I asked is that if you do not want to go to BALI, why is it? We really were interested in finding out why.
And I support you all, but you don't support me. I see you. I see you guys. Am I wrong for saying it? I'm just saying that.
Composure.
The first one, that BALI is a cheap holiday. Is it cheap?
No.
BALI is not a cheap holiday.
Do not make that mistake. It's affordable to book the holiday, it's affordable to book the flights, but don't make the assumption that because you're looking at the currency and you're like, no, 1 rand here is 3 rand there, or whatever the case may be at that specific time. Do not make that mistake.
I think people just do the currency conversion. 1 rand here is literally 1,000 rupiah, Indonesian rupiah, and they think that when they get there, they are literal millionaires. Yes, when you convert your money, you will have millions in your bank account, but it does not translate to what millions are worth in your current country. The currency is quite low. It's one of the lowest currencies in the world, actually. BALI, I can say, is cheap for people that are coming from stronger currencies. Think back Zimbabwe, when Zimbabweans used to buy newspaper for 20,000 rand. 20,000 Zimbabwean, what was it, dollars at that time? No, it wasn't. What was Zimbabwean's currency? It was Zim dollars.
Yeah.
1 million is equivalent to 1,000 rand. Yeah, 1 million is equivalent to 1,000 rand, around about. So when you have a million, you have 1,000 rand. Some restaurant will not take, or you cannot swipe a certain amount. So some places cannot take a card payment. You have to pay cash or whatever. So for places where you needed to withdraw money,
especially the markets, the restaurants weren't too much of a hassle.
The restaurants were not,
which makes you, it assists you in terms of you managing your money. You can still manage it in rands, so it does assist you a lot.
The value of of that money plays a big factor. You will have this chunk of money, but it is really worth exactly how much you had when you left South Africa. So it's not more. You're not gonna get there and be balling and be popping. If you live a dumpy life in South Africa, the same amount of money that you have in South Africa will buy you a dumpy in Bali. So if you cannot afford a champagne in South Africa, you definitely will not afford it in Bali. Yes, so that's it. People want to see that greenery. It is green everywhere, or not? It's not.
Only in Ubud. Don't get it twisted, guys. Canggu, hi man. It's a normal place. It's your normal Benoni. It's your normal Centurion. Ubud is like the way the forest is.
I've been to places that are as bad as what we see on TV as Matatiele.
Oh, no, Pint, rewind. Let's try again.
So in Bali, you do find places that are as rural as your Eastern Cape, places that you know, because you find places that still has I want to flush here down the drain.
Okay, so the next assumption that we have, only people who go to Bali are trying to find themselves. Stop watching movies. I'm joking.
Get off your couch.
Watching movies, but like
get off your couch.
Experience in Bali. Everyone who's anyone goes to Bali. Yes, there are people who find themselves. I bumped into a couple of people who went to Bali on vacation, never went back home, decided to quit their jobs, stayed in Bali, taught English, did the most dramatic. But also people go to Bali to relax. They go to Bali to drink. They go to Bali to go surfing. They go to Bali to smash.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Some people go to Bali for different reasons. You don't
Different
only
reasons,
need to go to
guys.
Bali. Your assumption is basically saying only broken people go to Bali, I think.
Yeah, broken, confused, enlightened as well. You know, sometimes you get to a point of enlightenment and you want to know more.
Okay.
Your Buddhist
basically.
type, you know, searching for more, reached a certain point of knowing. Guys.
No.
Even the people who don't give a damn are at Bali.
Bali.
Everybody
goes to Bali.
Anybody goes to Bali. So that is an incorrect assumption.
And you will find what you are looking for in Bali.
Whatever it is,
you will find.
You want to party? You'll find the girls. You want the girls? You'll find the girls. You want the men? You want the men. You'll find the men. Anything. You also want to be wholesome and obviously find yourself. You'll find whatever it is that you are searching for. Literally goes back to that. Whatever is seeking you.
Whatever you are seeking.
Whatever you are seeking. Seeks you.
Tip.
The next assumption is they are a poor country. That assumption is correct.
I think it's correct. I would say Bali, the Balinese people are the poorest I've seen in my entire
traveling
experience. It is, they are, I always say, heartbreakingly poor, because you find places that still use the long drop, and it's not in remote and one of those places that are hard to get to, or one of those few places. It is basically in a lot of places. It's an impoverished country. I think Bali is
third world country.
It's third world country.
Yeah.
So it's not even developing as third world country. Yes. Like I said, you come back with accents, and this is one of them. So be woke. They have mud houses.
Yeah.
They have places with no sanitation. They have places with no running water. kids with no education.
Yeah.
So
and what's unfortunate about the children as well is because it is such a tourist driven place, it's almost like their goals are all aligned in one place. Everyone wants to grow up and have something that's in, you know, that works for the country. Like, okay, no, I also want to have a tourist guide company.
Yeah,
I'm going to work for my dad's tourist guide company. It's actually quite unfortunate because it's almost like the children aren't dreaming. The children are going to school to wake up and be 18 and have to go work for their parents, do the same thing their parents have been doing for many years. So in that sense, I think that's the reason that it's not really advancing as much as it is, but that also is the same thing that keeps it as beautiful as it is and as wholesome as it is for everyone outside. But I feel like in terms of growing the people inside, that doesn't really do much. And just to support that, like in saying that assumption that Bali is poor, I think everyone is aware of it, especially when you go to Bali. And that is why even on our last day, I think we insisted on making sure that yes, we've been going to the restaurants, yes, we've been interacting with local people who are part of the tourists, but it's not really, you know, entrenched in the Balinese, you know, really bottom of people. So we insisted that we go to a local seafood market where it's almost like going to people who are from Benoni. It's almost like going to a, what do they call it? A square. It's a we have a Davidson Mall. It's like in the hood, obviously, but it's so busy. It's hustle and bustle. Everyone's just trying to sell whatever
Plaza.
If you must take back home.
Seshego Plaza. Everybody would know Seshego Plaza.
Yes. So it's the same with
Plaza.
us. Yeah. So it'd be like being in Square and literally buying seafood to cook, but because we also wanted to give back to the people, and I think it's something that you and I are very passionate about at this moment as well, like making sure that we are buying from our black people, you know, putting in the money where it counts. So we did that the last day. So you are correct in that assumption that Bali is a fairly poor country. Yeah.
At this current moment, I'm Isare. I support everything black.
Next assumption, it wasn't really an assumption, I feel like it was a comment or rather a question. It's saying South African men versus Bali men.
Oh, I think this will come from somebody that's going there for not to find themselves, but there for possibly
finding love. People find each other, guys, in Bali, and they get married, and yay, nice stuff.
Or maybe quite.
Yeah. So the assumption here, I don't think it's an assumption. Saying,
I think they want to know
SA men versus Bali men.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't want to. I don't find them attractive like that. I don't find them sexually attractive.
You gotta choose. SA men versus Bali men. Who would you choose? Your life depends on it.
My life depends on Bali men.
Bali.
If my life depends on it, he wouldn't strangle me.
I was about to say
safety
Bali
first.
men, because Bali men will not kill you.
Yes.
Ni dangerous.
If you're watching,
y'all South
if you
African
are
men,
watching,
dangerous. But if you were obviously just asking in general, like what are the men like? I was obviously touching on it, like Mpho touched on, because there is no visa necessary. A lot of hot tamales be in Bali, guys, like from different countries.
But no, there is this place called Saminyak. It has a lot of clubs. You find a lot of Balinese bartenders, and you find clubs where you find topless those people, because they want to appeal to the tourists, and they screen them very well.
But wait,
that's all I'm gonna say. They screen them very well.
All I gotta say about Bali men is like, Bali men are very alike in terms of South African men. They like music, guys. Of course, I have a lot of people who are passionate about music, and also in Bali, like everyone is passionate about music. Everyone is Godong, 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 godong.
They will serenade you.
They will serenade you.
Baby. Let's hope the equipment aligns.
Yeah.
I don't know about the equipment.
We didn't taste the equipment.
No. I'm too loyal.
Friend, did you taste it?
No.
Because they are like so zen.
Yes.
You only imagine it like a spaghetti.
Yes, you can only imagine the hot thing from like a bad boy.
Which bad boy? They're not bad boys.
Yeah, that's why you can't imagine it from Bali then. Because they're not bad boys.
Yeah. All I gotta say is that in my trip, guys, story time, short story time. We went to this place called Mad Monkey in Gili Terangwan. This was an island outside the obviously on land Bali shop. Hey, there was this hot Canadian man, guys. Yeah,
I love Canadians.
Hot man. This hot man wanted our Indian hand. But the Indian hand, you know, she was just, you know, going through some stuff. She wasn't really clubbing. She wasn't, you know. Had it been a South African hand been hunted by that man, they would have known what is going on. But you know, because she's so sweet, you know, she was so sweet. She didn't really understand what was going on. So she was sleeping. Yeah. Handy, a Belgian hand, was on the ball. She said, Stina.
I trust the Belgian guy.
Oh,
I went to
Belgian hands.
I went to Belgian
Stina
school.
You. She said Stina to the Canadian nigga. I actually have a picture of him. He's actually pretty hot. I'm gonna put him up. I'm gonna put him up there. But so if you're not interested in the Balinese men per se, men from all the different continents
Are they?
They are there in numbers.
So when we say there's men in Bali, we're not referring to Balinese men, we're referring to tourists in Bali.
Okay, Bali is safe. Yeah, I agree with this assumption.
From my experience, Bali is as safe if you go to the places that don't have a lot of foreign people living there. A place that has a lot of tourists is safe. A place that has a lot of Balinese people staying there is safe. Indonesian people staying there is safe because Indonesian. A place that has a lot of foreigners living there because of how poor it is. Imagine South Africa. Our assumption, or rather, our assumption of we have a lot of South Africans that are unemployed, and we have a lot of our brothers and sisters from Africa that are coming into South Africa that are also trying to get employment, and they can't because obviously South Africans themselves don't even have jobs, so there isn't enough jobs for them as well. So it's the same as in Bali because it is also a third world country. There isn't enough jobs for those people that are coming in, so some people will resort to crime, and those are the people that do not have the same belief systems as the Balinese themselves, because remember the Balinese believe in karma.
They really believe in it.
Remember, as much as how no matter how poor or impoverished they are, they will not resort to crime because they believe in, because somebody that's there and their only means of survival, they think when they think it is crime, they will resort to that, not the Balinese. So that is my think process around them, why, and also the information that I got from the sources.
And just to touch on that, like the way the Balinese see anything that is linked to crime is that I remember our guide was like, if my friend gets arrested for drugs, either taking drugs, selling drugs, I'm not going to visit them, because that then sends a message that I also do the same thing. So guys, they really live their entire lives you know, just riding on the same moral line that we don't do that. You know, the fact that people can get life for drugs is enough to make them so afraid of jail that no one really tries to endanger anyone, especially the tourists. But people are people, they take advantage when they do. But my personal experience is that I would agree with that assumption. I really felt safe in Bali.
Me too.
Guys, my camera keeps dying. Please subscribe to my channel so I can buy another battery. Subscribe.
Look, I even look short on this thing.
I need to buy a battery. I need another battery, guys.
She needs money.
Subscribe. My other assumption was that Bali is overrated.
What do you mean by it is overrated? What are you looking for in Bali?
You can't hate from outside of the club.
You can't even get in.
You can't even get in.
You can't. Why are you gonna hate from outside the club?
Hate.
No,
Please,
don't hate nobody.
Don't hate from outside the club because, and I'm saying that genuinely because there's no one who went to Bali who can tell you that Bali is overrated.
No. Your traveling plans or your traveling goals is to go to the coast and go to the beach and lie on the beach and be that beach bum. There is nothing wrong with that. But don't go all the way to Bali for that. Literally. Go to
There's
Cape
so
Town.
much to do in Bali,
Yes.
guys. It can never be overrated.
So that's why.
If you come back and you're like it's overrated, you're probably waking up, going to the beach, going back home. Do
Try-
your research,
Yeah.
have an itinerary, have activities to do. You can never. I met someone even in Cape Town who was living there for 3 years. They were like, dude, I've been here 3 years. I haven't finished anything that's here.
Listen, if you want what is this? A beach experience, go to a place that is super quiet, that is that does not have much to offer, that does not have anything else apart from the beach, and then you will enjoy that. Do not waste 18 hours out of your day on a flight all the way to another continent, and you get there and you go to the beach and you go to the mall.
Don't get on a flight.
18 hours.
Connect for another 5 hours. So slowly want to go to the beach and slowly want to go shop. Yo, don't bore yourself. Not us.
That's all up.
Don't bore yourself.
That's all on to you, ne?
No, that's all up to you.
No, that's all on you. If you get there and you are bored, that's all on you. That's all on you. You spend how much? 25K that you could have possibly bought. I don't know, those sneakers that you've always wanted.
Speaking about that, guys.
Yeah.
Travel adventure is not for
everyone.
It's okay.
If you are
okay.
content with going to the club and popping bottles after you got paid
for like 25K,
that's
okay.
sharp.
That's
There's
you.
nothing wrong with that.
Don't
let
don't
people
force
tell
things.
you
Don't
that
force
it's
things.
not okay that you need to invest that money to travel.
Pop the bottle. If you want to pop the bottle for 25K,
be happy.
The bottle. But if you want to take that 25K to go to a different country, that's on you, guys. It's okay. That is why if you're forcing things, you're the type of person who wants to be in the clubs and pop bottles.
Yes.
It won't make sense that you in Bali. All you're gonna see is a beach that you could have seen in Durban.
Possibly even booked a private beach in Durban somewhere, or in KwaZulu-Natal somewhere. So, and you're gonna go and spend 25K to be in a beach that is full of foreign people that do not even respect you. Don't do that to yourself.
Don't.
Yourself.
It's crucial.
Entertain your likes.
Then, guys, that is the last question. I think we have had a wholesome conversation. Like, I think Mpho and I, this has shown that we can talk for days.
We talk a lot.
Like, this is supposed to be one segment. I'm cutting it into two because I know that I don't want to edit and cut out too much. So I'm making it 2 episodes. Because you talk too much.
I do not talk too
much.
You talk too much. No, Bali has that much to offer.
Yeah,
that should tell you about Bali, because otherwise I would have been here and be like, oh yeah, Bali, Kuta, Nisa Penuda. I did not tell you about Nisa. I have to.
She can't. She can't. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for our guest here.
Thank you guys for
knowledgeable
having me.
I really thank you so much. You've been dropping gems. I think everyone can take a few things, and hopefully people have been listening to what you have to say. Guys, till next time, it will be an activity the next time that you do see us. Do subscribe, do like, do comment, do follow my girls' pages, which is
Miss Mpho Nare, travel more and keeps fit. Miss Mpho Nare, travel more and keep fit.
Keep fit and travel more.
Miss Mpho Nare, keep fit and travel more.